In our previous video, we have learned how different heterotrophs such as parasites, saprophytes, and symbionts obtain the necessary nutrition to sustain their life. In this video, let's learn about another type of heterotrophic nutrition which is called as the Holozoic nutrition. It's characterized by the ingestion and the internal processing of gaseous, liquid, and the solid food particles. Protozoa and most of the free-living animals, such as humans, exhibit this type of nutrition. But how exactly does this process occur? Let me help you with this. In Holozoic nutrition, the energy-building blocks such as proteins and carbohydrates are taken in by ingesting and then digested further to obtain energy. Now you may say that only animals will belong to this category, right? But astonishingly, some plants also exhibit this mode of nutrition. Yes, we have come across a few examples of carnivorous plants. Do we really mean that these plants obtain their food in the way carnivorous animals do? Not exactly, but they do feed on other small animals like insects for their food. These plants capture, kill, and digest small animals. Does that mean that these plants are achlorophyllous? You will be surprised to know that like all green plants, even carnivorous plants are capable of photosynthesis. Wait a second, if carnivorous plants can make their own food, then why do they depend on other creatures? Do they need something else for their survival which is not obtained from photosynthesis? Well, these plants usually live in areas where the soil quality is poor. Poor soil quality means the absence of a few nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. This is the reason why, in spite of being capable of photosynthesis, they are not able to prepare all the nutrients that are needed by their body. So they supplement themselves by digesting animals to obtain the necessary nutrients. Carnivorous plants, which get nutrients from trapping and eating insects, are often called as insectivorous plants. They attract and capture foraging insects, especially flies, moths, wasps, butterflies, beetles, and ants. Can you name a few of these plants for me? We have come across many examples such as Venus flytraps, pitcher plant, sundews, and bladderworts. These derive some or most of the nutrients from consuming animals, typically insects and arthropods. Now we understand plants consume insects. But have you ever thought how these insects are digested inside the plant's body? Carnivorous plants use digestive enzymes to break down their prey. Digestive enzymes, as we know, are chemical substances secreted by the organism which helps in digestion or simply the breakdown of complex molecules. The plants digest and absorb the body juices of this type of animal prey. These juices contain all the nutrients that the insect's body has. This is how various types of plants obtain nutrition in several ways. We have seen two major modes of nutrition that various plants exhibit. First was the autotrophic mode, in which the green plants prepared their own food. Second category was the heterotrophic nutrition seen in non-green plants. The first one in this type was that of the saprophytic mode of nutrition. In this type, the organisms depend on dead decaying organic matter to derive nutrition. The second type was parasitic mode, in which the non-green plants could absorb nutrients from a living host, usually by harming it. The third type was the symbiotic relation, in which two different organisms live in harmony to benefit each other. And now the last type is where we saw the Holozoic mode of nutrition in plants as well. The insectivorous plants that derive nutrition from small animals like insects. This was a look at the various types of nutrition seen in variety of plants.